8 weeks out, baby. President's Cup, September 17th. I've been training for over 22 years and this is my first show. So that's gonna be fun.
He's got about 8 weeks and a half, exactly. So you're gonna see exactly what we're gonna be doing from this point on. We're gonna video log the whole thing, what he's eating, obviously his supplementation, his workouts, his sleep patterns, everything. So today we're gonna do back and abs. The focal point of these workouts now is to contract and control muscle, bring out the most of what he has. It's not about getting any bigger, it's about refining what he already has. So form, technique, and feeling that each rep is really what the focus is.
Really doing it for bouncing back from these closures in a more positive way, mentally for me personally. So, you know, really training in the gym hard, and then, you know, we got some good results from training, so we're like, fuck it, might as well do a show. There's a couple of guys here that are doing a show too, so we're gonna do the week after theirs. They're doing King Kong Classic, and then Akil's doing one in November. And really pay homage to our good friend Nelson that passed away. You know, he's a pro bodybuilder, he always did shows, and I remember having a conversation with him, you know, before he passed away during this pandemic. I was like, yo, once this pandemic ends, I want to do a show. We should do a show. Like, let's do it. So this one's for him. He passed away this year, so this is going to be a tribute to him, and that's why we're working really hard right now.
Go time. The very first exercise we're going to focus on is a one-arm row done in like almost like a lawnmower's fashion, so a lawnmower row. So with this type of row, we're going to be 90 degrees to the ground, or maybe a little bit like 70. So you're gonna actually have your elbow facing outward. You let your dumbbell come down, hang, and you're gonna take your elbow and go out wide. So it's almost like you're cranking a lawnmower, and the focus of this is to get your lats right at the very bottom part, top of the movement, and at the bottom of the movement, you're gonna be stretching it out the top part of your lat. So,
you know, sometimes when you warm up, it's not about the weight, it's about the engagement.
Opposed to the regular one-arm row, you're gonna notice Carlo's angle goes out wider. So he stretches his lat out. Again, at the bottom part, he's stretching at the top of his lat. At the top part, he's squeezing the bottom of his lat.
Most people, when they do that, they concentrate mostly on heavier weight. I used to do that too, so I'm not talking shit. But when I lower the weight, I really concentrate on the techniques that he was saying, really focusing on the contraction and the separation as you come down. The results were night and day. So if you're having trouble activating your back, go lighter and fucking squeeze the shit out of that muscle.
We're gonna do a two-arm chest supported row. The good thing with this movement is you're supported, so you're not swinging and rocking. When you stretch, you're gonna take your lats, and you're gonna actually split them up as you're coming down. Now, if you wanna target the lower part of your lat, you hold the dumbbells lower. If you wanna target higher, you hold the dumbbells higher. So when you come in, you pull in together, squeeze your lat, and you're gonna come down and you're gonna work on separating your lat. So pretty much a lot of you guys know what a dumbbell pullover is for your lats, lying down. If you want to focus less on the stabilizing of your shoulder, best to do it on a cable. So the movement's the same. You go from here, what you're doing is stretching your lats, and you're gonna pull back in together. Now you only want to go as far up as your lats allow you, because if you go up any higher, then your lats turn off and it's actually placed on your shoulder girdle area. Now if you're gonna notice, the bar I'm using is a bit of a cambered V-tapered bar, and the reason this is because this allows me to go past my waistline to get that optimal squeeze at the back of my shoulder. So I'll start lighter. Here, back is straight. All right, so lats off, lats on. That's off, that's on, that's my starting point, that's my maximum stretch point. There's my contraction point. 1. Notice he only goes to the point where it's still on his lats. If he goes any higher than that, then basically that's going to go right onto his shoulder. So he wants to keep it nice and strict. Two. Now we're going to do some negatives. So slow. 3, 2, 1. With me. Slow. 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop. So we're going to do a bent over row. We're going to do it on a Smith machine. Throughout the year, when obviously we're trying to lift heavier and get bigger, we would do it on a free, on a freehold bench, or a freehold bar. But because we want to keep the tension on, the Smith machine offers that. So when you're attached to the Smith machine, or when you're actually rowing and you're coming down for that negative, you can control a little bit better because it is kind of pulling at you. So you can keep that tension on the whole time. I wanted to keep it tight so that we can help him to kind of thicken up and add detail. If you turn around to like the mid part of the back here, right? Like right in the mid trapezius rhomboid area. I want to add some thickness there and kind of even that out. And we're going to do that by keeping him tight when he's doing bent over rows. Cobra pull down. So basically you're flaring your lats out, and this is more for muscular control on each side. I'm going to have you do like 5 or 6 per, while keeping the other one stretched out, but it's still in your lat and contracted. So you're going to do it 5 or 6 per, and then you're going to come down together, squeeze it in, and then you're going to come back and stretch it out together, okay? So during the points when we were trying to train heavier, get bigger, kind of, we would do less exercises, so maybe only 4 or 5, but we would increase the sets, so 4 or 5 sets, and you're actually focusing on each exercise. Right now, because the focal point is muscle movement and muscle flexion, you want to hit the muscles at different angles. So we're trying to maximize that by doing more exercises and only minimal sets, so 3. You're gonna see them do this motion, which isn't wrong, because if you were to row a boat, you would actually be doing the same thing. For the sake of isolation in the muscles of your lats, your traps, which is in your big back, we're gonna lean in, we're gonna lock you in position, and now you're gonna do the same thing, and I guarantee you, you're gonna be able to row a lot less.
So you're just hinging from here, that's it?
Barely.
Well, barely, yeah. Then stop there, okay.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing underhand pull downs. So he's going to be taking about a shoulder width apart grip. We're going to do underhand because at the very bottom part, we're focusing on the mid to lower trap. And because it's a supinated grip that he's taking, he's naturally going to get the lower lats. So again, we're focusing on all the points that say are weaker on him and that we want to bring up to par to make his body look more symmetrical.
Doing this shit is easy. Fucking sucks. Can't even grip properly.
If you're here, point your elbow, and you get that little, literally like a quarter inch. It's almost like a rotation from your mid-back.
I'm gonna finish off this set, or this workout, with some weighted core exercises. For me, I already have like muscular core, so I'm not gonna go too heavy. I'm gonna go about the 15 rep range, so I could just really work it out, get the deeper lines. I don't really at this point want to get it any bigger because that's gonna make my midsection look bigger. Kind of want a V taper, so just really engage it right now and work the fine lines at this point. That concludes our back workout. Thank you so much. This is Carlo from Strength & You, your fitness and therapy expert, signing off. Remember, you're just one strategy away from crushing your fitness goals.